we have as a core principle that we won't indefinitely cross-subsidize loss-making operations, and that sometimes leads to difficult choices. At Cuyabá, we've seen a very strong turnaround, which will continue into year-end. The performance has been driven by both volumes and grade, and we're forecasting 240,000 ounces for the year. In short, the much stronger second half in LATAM, along with the decisive actions taken on CDS, will significantly reverse the trend of the first half and get us to a cash neutral position in Q4. In Nevada, completion of the feasibility study for the North Bullfrog project is anticipating during the fourth quarter of 2023, while the conceptual study for the expanded Silicon project continues to progress and is anticipating during the fourth quarter of 2023. Starting at Geita, gold production improved versus Q2 by both higher volumes and grades. Production was in line with our expectations, and the operations is on track for its production target of 500,000 ounces. After a couple of soft quarters, a strong production performance was recorded at Kibali. Production was up 13% quarter-on-quarter and 19% year-on-year. The improved performance was mainly driven by higher ore tons processed and higher overall recovered grades. We are happy to report exploration is expected to more than replace reserves depleted this year, as we have been doing for the past years. Iduapriem's strong production performance was also driven by both volumes and grade, as we stepped up throughout after commissioning the new TSF and accelerating access to the higher grade ore blocks. And production at Tropicana was 3% higher quarter-on-quarter, mainly due to improved grades. Moving to the Tier 2 mines, Sunrise Full Asset Potential program is again delivering positive results as the underground tons continue to show steady improvements in Q3. In Q3, the mine recorded an 18% year-on-year increase in the underground ore tons processed. We have talked that this was one of the main ideas of the Full Asset Potential. Siguiri also recorded a strong quarter-on-quarter production improvement as the mine stepped up to near normalized levels of production following the CIL tank failure. At Cuyabá, as I mentioned, mining is back to normal rates. And across at Serra Grande, where we are working hard to turn around the performance. There's still a long way to go, but we're encouraged to see higher processing volumes driving an improved result. Obuasi continues, in general terms, I would say, to progress well on the critical areas of work. Most have advanced, let's say, from the last time I spoke at the Denver Gold Forum as expected. However, it's a complex mine, and there will always be short-term issues, short-term volatilities in the ramp-up. In particularly in August and September, production of Obuasi was impacted by very poor ground conditions in some very high-grade stopes, something we have seen in the past where mine grades are around 20 grams a ton. The poor ground conditions associated with Obuasi's high-grade areas required additional ground support, which slowed down our mining rate and made it difficult to remove all the ore in the stope after a blast. During August, we lost underground mining equipment to fall of ground in these areas. While nobody was injured in the accident, the decision was taken to proceed more slowly to ensure safety in our operations. In August and September, we were probably only having around 2 stopes open, while in normal times we have 5 to 6. The good news is that the team during these 60 days figured out what to do in the short term and in the long term. And in October, we're back on track. During October, we began using a significantly larger drilling equipment, a V30 reamer. It's 750 millimeters. We were using a drilling with a head of 250, so around 3 times more area. This more efficiently establishes our new stopes. This in turn is allowing us to safely increase our mining rates and to reach similar levels of production to those we achieved last year. We expect a similar Q4 production performance to what we had last year. So last year we did 88,000 in the last quarter of 2022, and we're expecting a similar production in the last quarter of 2023. You can understand we already know August, and we have a very good idea of where November is heading. We are also transitioning parts of the mines from the sub-level open stoping method to underhand cut and fill, which is better suited for these conditions and will not only improve safety, but also our overall extraction efficiencies in these areas.